Good morning and welcome back to H4 Woodworks. Today's video we're going to talk about two things. We're going to give an overview of this sign making kit, and then we're also going to use this same kit and make a small shop sign. So first off, let's talk quickly about the kit that we have here. This kit is the Rockler made and sold interlocking sign maker's template, and this particular one is in 2 1/4 inch state park font. Now you can get these in various sizes and various different fonts. This is just the happen the one that I have. I got this about 2 years ago as a Christmas present and did not have all the necessary equipment to use it like I thought. So hopefully now that I have everything, I can start making a few signs. I won't open the box up, but essentially it comes with a few items inside. First item inside we're going to talk about is these stencils or templates here. And these are a rigid hard plastic about an 1/8 inch thick. I've used it just kind of testing the kit out. They seem to work well, but we'll see how well they hold up over time. In this kit you get various different templates. Some templates are letters and numbers. Some are corresponding letters and numbers that make other letters. In the case of this 4B, I have a 4A already on the board here. The 4B overlaps it in the next pass and creates an actual 4. So that's kind of what the D2, you'll need a D1 on the first pass and then add the D2 on the second pass will make the letter D. So that's kind of how this works. There's a guide online. You can go to Rockler. It's kind of a template, I guess, making template guide, if you want to call it that. You go in there, you can punch in whatever you want to say or what you want your sign to read, and it'll basically show you exactly which ones to use and what order to make that sign. It's not too bad. I'll kind of more explain it when I get the sign up to show you what I'm talking about. Also, this kit comes with a guide bushing, which is nice. This is a 3/8 inch guide bushing, and this was the main reason why I could not use this kit previously, as my old router did not accept guide bushings. You get a small instruction manual here, and this will show you how to use the kit, kind of explain what I was talking about with the spacing. So if you want to make a P, on your first pass you'll use the P1, and then the second pass the P2, and it'll create the P. And on the back it just kind of gives you a little brief overview of just kind of a test to run, which I did just to get the feel of it. Make this, says state park, and this is your first pass, your second pass, third pass, and fourth pass by swapping out various letters here or templates. It's fairly easy once you understand what's happening in what order. And one thing it does not come with that you will need, and Rockler recommends using a 3/8 inch sign making bit. This is their own proprietary bit for this kit. Now I personally did not go out and get that. I went out and got a Whiteside 3/8 inch round nose bit, which is essentially the exact same bit. And it goes right along with the rest of my bits here that I have. So I'll post links down below for everything that I'm using. When it comes to routers, you will need a plunge base router for this. Now I'm personally using my router that I just reviewed in the last video, which is my larger 2 1/4 inch horsepower router. So will probably work much better with a smaller trim router as long as you have the corresponding plunge base. But I do not at this time. I do have it set up with a 1/4 inch collet because this bit obviously is a 1/4 inch shanked bit. And that is really it for what you need for equipment wise. The sign itself, I went ahead and just took up a piece of standard pine board, stained it to what I wanted, and I laid the letters out in the order that they are going to be cut in. You get some of these are spacers. They don't have anything on them. They just kind of add some link to them. I put a spacer on. It does not tell you this, but I found out watching other videos I did put a spacer on each end. It helps when you're routing these edges, and also when you tape it off, it doesn't overlap, because there's not a whole lot of room on some of these, as you can see here on the edges, to tape over. So that's the reason I added these spacers, and then the 2 spacers in the middle just to give me some separation. Some of these are actual real letters. Again, this will be a 4. On the first pass, you'll cut this. On the second pass, you'll swap out this stencil with this stencil, and it'll create a 4. Hopefully, whenever I'm routing it later, you'll see what I'm talking about on that. And then one thing that this one did not come with, it only came with 1 W. So in order, what I had to do here was take the M, which it gave me 2 of, and I just put it in place because it's the same width as this W, and then just lined over it to make sure I don't route this out. When I go to add my next pass, I'll take this W and basically swap the W with the M and then route it out, since I don't really need anything else done here. So that's really it. That's how this is going to work. Hopefully it shows up well on camera as I'm doing it. And we'll go ahead and get started. But that's it. Again, I'll link everything down below of the tools that I have here. So let's go ahead and reposition the camera and get started. Alright, I've got the second pass set up now. As you can see, this will be the 4, or the remaining of the 4. The O's and the D, the W is swapped out from when it was over here with the M. And you can kind of see how this is going to work now that I routed this area here, and I'll come back on the second pass and take out the remainder. And one thing, I don't know if you could see on the video earlier or not, but make sure whenever you're doing this that your guide bushing is fully seated inside the stencil before you turn your router on. And you can see here and over here where I kind of allowed the bit to bite into the stencil itself before the bushing was fully seated when I turned it on. So just be aware of that when you're doing this. But we'll go ahead and we'll get the rest of it routed out. I won't really bore you with the video details. But yeah, we'll look at it when we're done. Well, the sign is complete. I didn't bore you guys with the rest of the detail of everything else I did to it, but essentially I just darkened in the letters, did a kind of a round Roman OG edge profile on it. It's not pretty. I'm going to affectionately call this the shop class project, because if any of you were around back in the day when we used to have shop class in middle school and high school, and we would make things to take home to our mom, this was one of those type of projects that you would make. So I'm impressed, happy with the results of the sign making kit. Definitely something that I may do more of in the future. It worked out well once I got it figured out. So still definitely need some more practice on getting the letters cleaned up a little bit better, but other than that, it's going to be what it's for. It's essentially going to set on the wall behind me. So if you do like this type of content, please feel free to like and subscribe. As always, please feel free to comment. And hope you guys enjoyed this quick series. So have a great day. We're going to put it on the wall.